Nithya,
Okay.
now it is. Yeah.
Okay, how does it get better? So today we're going to talk about the nurturing energies, which is actually a lot of the feminine energies. Now everyone has feminine energies, whether you're male or female. There is a feminine part of you, and how do we use that part to nurture ourselves? So would you guys like to listen to that? Actually, that's what you're going to listen
Absolutely.
to.
Yes.
Yeah, that was just a trick question. Okay, how does it get better? So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what can I be or do today to receive so much more nurturing than I've ever received before? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, which is the energy that attracts you guys the most? Which energy is the most attractive to you? Can you guys quickly type or unmute yourselves?
Energy of love.
Love? Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Krishna. How are you doing?
Super.
Awesome.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ganesh here, Ganesh.
Hi, Ganesh. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Neelam. I thought you see all of you can call me Nithya. You don't have to call me ma'am. But if you want to, that's up to you. No problem. Right, wrong, good, bad, hot, cold, call, nine, shots, boys and girls. So, what is the energy that is the most attractive to you when you see someone? What do you really like about them?
Smile.
Smile. Someone said fun. Someone said
Pleasantness on the face, the pleasantness.
pleasantness,
The kindness that they exude.
the kindness, the things.
Presentability,
What did you say?
how they present themselves.
How they're presenting themselves. How amazing. So everything that brought up for all of us, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. For me, it is the kindness. I have seen a lot of things, and every time I contemplate, it comes back to the most kindest person. Anyone who's been kind to me, anyone who I can be really grateful for. You know, like without it making hard. Like you can still be grateful to your enemies and people who talk bad about you, but it's a little harder. If they're actually kind to you, it's much more easier to be grateful, right? Anyone who invites you into their nurturing energy is what has been the most attractive to me. Now, if you say fun energy, see, Seema said fun. So, Seema, are you a lot of fun? Do you like present yourself to be a lot of fun to others?
You're asking me, Nitya?
Yeah, you said fun energy. You said
Seema Shah.
attracted to fun energy. I don't
She's,
know.
Yeah.
Seema Shah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. So, are you always fun to everyone?
I am not fun to everyone, but मुझे वो जो दूसरे हंसाते हैं तो वो एनर्जी मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है.
So why, if we like fun energy, why can't we be that for ourselves? So let's learn that.
Yeah.
Whatever this energy of kindness is, let us be that for ourselves first, okay? And this is what we
Yeah.
awesome. So what can I be or do different to be the kind, caring, nurturing, and fun energy for myself? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, what can you be or do different to be the kind, caring, nurturing, and fun energy for yourself, enabling others also to choose that, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. See, when you can look at the kindness at someone else, when you can say this person is fun, this person is good. Why do you see that in someone? Why do you even say that this person is kind? Yeah, because you have it in you. Only if you have it in you, you can see it in someone else. So when you can appreciate someone else, can you appreciate yourself also? Yes. But how many of you appreciate yourself? Good people. Yeah. How many of you truly appreciate yourself? Not everyone. Do you all appreciate yourself?
Yeah, for some things, yes.
Yes.
For some, oh, that's very interesting. And for some things, not.
Yeah, not yet in that 100% mode. I'm getting there.
Oh, how does it feel?
Actually, what I've realized is that I've been in allowance of myself for a while now.
Amazing.
So when I'm not judging me, so I'm accepting me and I'm okay with me.
How does it get
Something
better?
like that.
Can I share something?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is okay. Even I have also started being in allowance with myself. Okay, I mean, whatever the so-called mistakes, okay, I'm allowing myself to have that, to be in that energy, and then asking the questions. Okay, what is right about this that I'm not getting it? And actually, it just, the situation just changes, or probably, then I am actually willing to see that, okay, what is the rightness about the situation, because everything, whatever is happening, it's not happening, but I'm creating. So if I'm creating that crap, I can also create something else. And that, what if that crap is not crap, it is just one of the way to show up my ask. So I am actually, started acknowledging myself and being grateful for creating even that crap also.
How does it get better than that?
Yeah.
So what you said was really amazing, and so it's not always crap. What is the crap? It is telling you this is what you have to let go for something else to come in. So that, and if you ask something, every point of view that is going to stop you from getting that will show up. That's, and it feels like crap, and we think it's crap, but it's actually like, let's say the wrapper is like shit, okay, but inside there is something great. There is a brilliance in that too. So it will be good rather than all reacting to anything in life that shows up. Let us respond. So how do I get out of the crap? How do I heal this? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So what is it that I appreciate in others that I choose not to see in myself? And what can I be or do different to allow that energy to nurture? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What energy in others is so attractive to me that I've decided I cannot be, instead of knowing that when I appreciate it, it is there within me also. And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so today we would like to nurture ourselves. Okay, so what does nurturing oneself mean? What does nurturing mean? Nurturing means you allow yourself to thrive. You allow yourself to be taken care of. You allow yourself to grow. Yes, Sukhdeep, sir, you want to say something?
Yeah, to be taken care of. That's what nurturing means to me.
Yes,
Like taking care of yourself.
taking care of yourself. Usually mothers are associated with nurturing by the energy of earth itself. So earth is a very nurturing and contributive energy. Everything on earth is to nurture you. Everything on earth, the air, the water, the animals, the sound of the birds, everything is nurturing for you. The food that you get, the chairs that are made, everything is to nurture your body. So can we look at it that way rather than looking at life as pain and suffering? Because even the so-called suffering is a way for you to grow. Now, if we have that point of view, we're going to suffer a lot to grow. So let's let that become an interesting point of view, and let us grow with ease. So, what can I be or do different to find the kind, caring, and nurturing energy in every situation in life so that I can turn it around in a way that I can grow with ease and evolve with ease, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to realize the kind, caring, nurturing energy that is available for me and my body on the planet Earth, and to be able to receive it with ease? and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So, what is it that I see in others that I've decided that I don't have, so I cannot use that to nurture myself? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Like kindness is such a beautiful thing, right? But how many of you have, there's something called comfortable distance in access. How many of you have kind of backed off if the person is kind to you and you're like, this can't be true? I think they're acting. Are they really kind? How many of you can receive kindness? How many of us can receive kindness? Amazing. Sometimes it's hard to receive kindness also because no one has been kind to you, and suddenly if you see a kind person, you can't believe it. What is their agenda? Why are they being kind to me? Do I deserve this kindness? So everything that brought up and led down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So what can we be?
Nithya, I had something to share.
Yes, Anupama?
So, my relationship with my brother since childhood has been not so great, and like, a lot of difference of opinions. And he's always dominated me, and I was very, very afraid of him and things like that, even now as an adult. Um, but I've been destroying and uncreating my relationship with him in this lifetime and past lives. I slowly seen a good shift, and now all of a sudden I see him appreciating me for the things I do, and it just makes me go, okay, is this really happening? I mean, like, is it possible that he could love me? And I'm sure he loved me, but he never expressed it. But that destroying and uncreating it helped me a lot.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Don't doubt it now. Appreciate.
Yeah.
If you focus on is it really happening, you will stop it. Because
Yeah.
But
how does it get? And
Sure.
see, I've encountered many situations where people say, I'm so grateful to you. And you actually know that they're not grateful because in the back of their mind, they're like, you didn't give me more. You should have done this much more.
Yeah, that kind of energy you
there
do
is
get from
some
people.
stinginess in giving gratitude, it looks like. Just
Exactly.
a thought, Nithya, which I'm having is,
Sure.
I mean, and that's what I've been allowing myself to do, is that every experience in my life, I will allow it to nurture me.
Amazing.
Whether I like this or not, whatever is happening, I will allow it to nurture me because that's what is there for.
Exactly. How does it get better? So if you look at a tree and you take the elephants actually break the trees. They break them and they eat them, and they literally you're breaking a tree. But that makes the tree grow even taller. And that's what makes the tree strong enough to become much healthier. So the elephant is doing a service. It's not destroying, it's actually creating much more in the forest. So when we encounter situations like this, if we allow them to nurture us, what can we create? If we look at it as, okay, this is just wrapped in something ugly, but if I unwrap it, how beautiful it would be. So what can I be or do different to allow every situation that I perceive not to be so great to enable to nurture me? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What energy of nurturing, kindness, and caring of the Mother Earth that's available to me that I've never tapped into before? What can I be or do different to tap into that with so much ease so that my body magically and miraculously heals? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive this, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, Sakri, give me 1 minute, I'll come to your question. But like I was saying, there are people who say, I'm so grateful to you. And in the back of the mind, they're like, you didn't answer my one question. I'm extremely grateful, but you didn't do this. So, they're not fully congruent with what they say, but you can still focus on, they use the word gratitude. That has some energy in the collective consciousness. It may not be as much as truly being grateful and saying grateful, but still, because they use the word, you will get some energy of gratitude. Maybe 1%, but still that will come. So let me focus on that. Yes, sir?
See, if you just, I mean, if someone's just saying the words but not feeling it, the gratitude, then it's not gratitude, right? So when you actually feel gratitude and you say it, then it's gratitude.
That is correct.
And yeah, because a lot of time, so-called enlightened people like us, we are very fond of saying, "Oh, I feel grateful," but are you actually feeling grateful or not? That only you know at that moment. So just a thought that came.
That is true. But what I'm saying is, even though people say you're grateful and you catch the energy of they're not truly being grateful, still they have used the word gratitude. So that word will at least carry 1% of gratitude. The energy will carry like the remaining 99% of what they actually mean. But let me focus on that 1%. Because they've said this word, I'm getting 1% of little of it, rather than focusing on their lying. Okay, even though they want to lie, even though they want to say something else, they still said they're grateful to me. Can I receive
Yeah,
that?
I have a thought about this. Nitya, I agree with what you're saying completely because they want to actually express it, right? So they are not lying, maybe, but they are not allowing themselves to feel the gratitude fully.
That is true. But this is
Challenge I'm noticing is that we become so used to just mouthing words,
so
if
what
we
can
just allow the energy to go, then the word is not even necessary to say actually.
exactly
One would know that somebody is feeling gratitude even if they didn't say it. If they just,
felt it?
yeah,
So, what can we be or do different to be authentic to the words that we say and feel them
exactly.
so that we allow that to nurture us? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, men. What if that person really doesn't like you, but they have to actually say thank you because some situation forces them? Can you go, wow, I created that? That person actually doesn't like me, but they still had to say thank you. How does it get better than this? Rather than, oh, that person hates me, he's lying, why would he do this? So, where we focus our energy and how can we receive nurturing from everything? So, everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, and allow yourself to be nurtured by everything and receive by everything on the earth, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Sagari, do you have a question? Your hand is raised.
Not a question exactly, but just wanted to add something to what you were saying and what was, the conversation. See, we label things as negative and positive. It's just energy. So we could allow that energy, as you said, to nurture us,
Yes.
no matter what it is. So I've been trying not to take things personally, which is always a very big challenge. And, I just put my barriers down and receive everything. Even if I sort of, my antenna goes up and I say this person doesn't really mean it. So, okay, they're saying they're feeling grateful. So as you said, even if it's 1%, take it, receive it.
Receive it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Pratibha, will this be a judgment? I didn't understand your question. What are we asking about? Yes, Anupama?
So it's from what I understand, it's just the perspective that you have when you're looking at someone giving you a compliment or being grateful to you. Even if you don't get that vibe, the fact that they're doing it itself is like a great thing. So that probably that perspective kind of changes the vibe of the person slowly.
Exactly. It will also change their vibe. It also enables you to allow yourself to be nurtured. You're
Yeah.
focusing on better things. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right,
Yes.
wrong, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What if that person calls you and you can be grateful? Okay, you have chosen to call me today over everyone else. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisoned, beyonds. So what can you be or do different to be kind, caring, and nurturing to yourself and enable the planet also to nurture you, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So
So
what?
Nithya, one question then. Like I had an interaction with a person for some time, and then that person kind of, for some reason, got angry, and they were very venomous. They vented out a lot of, spewed a lot of bad things to me and all that, and I didn't react. I just felt bad at that moment that that person felt like that about me and misunderstood me. But um, I mean, I was at that moment
Again, if
in
you felt
that
bad,
sadness.
that's a reaction. Maybe
Yeah, I know. That was. I mean, I didn't say anything to that person, and I just let it be. Over a time, I just accepted it. But how do you forgive people? Some that you cannot forget about what they did to you. How do you forget that? Forgive them. I
is it
mean,
your life or their life?
it's my life.
Why do you even have to think about them? Everything that brought
Huh.
up head on will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, power, call, nature, spice, self judgment. Are you? Why, if you feel upset of what the other person says, who are you judging? You buy what they said.
No, I'm not buying what they said.
Oh, you.
But
Then why did you get upset?
I got upset because I was like, we were good friends. Why did you feel like that? What did I do to make you feel like that?
What did I do to make you feel like that? Mean that's a judgment.
Huh, that's just it is a judgment, but
Yeah.
okay.
So, no, judgment is the opposite of nurturing.
Nurturing. Okay.
So what you have done is, and see the thing is, if other person is like kind and all, you can appreciate them. But if you are that, it's very hard to appreciate yourself. And somehow our life revolves around how the other person thinks about us. Whew, everything that brought up in let down will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine choice, poison. You cannot please everyone. However good you are, and however whatever you do, there will be many people or few people, depends on how many people you interact with, who will not like what you do, who will judge you. So let us not buy their judgments, and the easiest way to do that is you demand not to judge yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I've,
Thank you,
I've seen
Nithya.
that if I stop judging myself, then I stop getting concerned about other people judging me or not.
Yeah, yeah. Why is it a concern? And only, what is it if someone tells you you don't look good, you have to do this better, you have to do that? It is, people try to give you feedback. They call it feedback, but it's actually another form of judgment. Now, if you wish to change something, that you can. Otherwise, you just let it go. It has nothing to do with you. They have just wasted their energy in telling you something, and it's their thought. Do not give more significance to someone else's thought than what it is. Okay. And then what happens is you give so much significance to what they said, and then you start judging yourself. Judgment will destroy your body. You cannot afford it. So I keep saying this. The only thing you cannot afford is judgment. Like, you can create all the money you desire, the universe will give you whatever you ask. But one judgment, if it destroys one cell of your body, you cannot get that back, can you? So everything that brought up and let down will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. So how much can you self love and self nurture yourself? And if you are getting upset by others, it just means you have to love yourself even more. You have to be grateful to yourself even more. It's just an indication that you are judging yourself. Every judgment that someone else tells you, it's only because you had that judgment about yourself. Okay? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. How many of you are willing to judge yourself lesser starting today? Awesome. Thank you, Heathel. So, what can we be or do different to nurture ourselves in ways that we never have before, and to stop judging ourselves and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds.
Nitya, can I just, okay, just few calls back, okay, I do not remember which call was that, but you say that everything external is a reflection of what is happening inside of me. So, that is so awesome. That awareness is so awesome, actually. I actually started looking So whatever, everything what I'm creating it's my creation, and there is something definitely, it is happening inside of me. It is my judgment which is showing up like that. So actually I started looking at that, and I started, that just changed so many things. And what other person is saying, that is what, that's something, okay, which is going on in their universe. So I was able to see even that, what is going in others universe. But that is not, that is their choice. But whatever is creating around me, that is something, okay, which I need to look at in myself, where I'm judging myself, where I'm not being kind enough to myself, or so that is what something which I need to look at me and not them actually. So
Yes.
this statement, okay, I mean, whatever you have said, I'm so grateful to you for that, because that has actually shifted a lot in my life.
Thank you.
And how does it get even better?
How does it get? I'm so grateful that you use that. Like I said, so Deepak, so 1 second. It's your life, not their life. Your life revolves around you, not around anyone else. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. Yes, sir.
See, I just had an insight that, every judgment that I make on myself, it doesn't belong to me.
It doesn't. Who does it
You
belong
know,
to?
yeah, who does it belong to? I stop judging the moment. I mean, I'm going to start doing this now. If I ever get a judging thought about myself, I'm going to say, who does it belong to?
Who does it
But
belong?
mostly it's not me. I mean, where the hell did I learn to judge?
Exactly. Plants,
Always.
animals, trees,
That's a good one. That's a good way of looking at it.
where did
Yeah,
it?
because right from the start, I remember like when we were little children, they started judging. No, no, this is not good. You two don't do this and don't do that. This is bad. This is bad. And it's just, it doesn't belong to me.
It's not
I'm
yours.
judging because I believe I'm supposed to do that. And where did I get that?
So every lifetime, including this lifetime, where you bought judgment as a reality and as a way to live, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and
Yes.
for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Like babies don't judge. They go to literally until they are 4 months, they're happy to go to anyone. They're actually happy. But the more they keep growing, we start teaching them how to judge.
Yeah, this is not good. This is bad. This was like this. The world is a reflection of me. That's what Hethel reminded me now.
So what if you can stop judging yourself? Then others, you will invite others also not to judge themselves and not to judge you. There will still be few people who will judge you. That's okay. We don't care about those people. There are many amazing people who, if you show them a different reality, they're willing to choose different. And people have not seen something different than judgment. So when we start inviting people into the energy of nurturing, how different would that be? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. Chopra uncle, you have a question?
Yes, madam. So there is a confusion. I have not understood it properly. The thing is that when somebody says anything to you, to me rather, that I start judging that. Of course, I judge that. I consider it as a feedback. So then I think where I've gone wrong in any dispute or difference of opinion, I start judging then. And I am not able to understand the things what you have said.
Okay, okay,
Can
let's
you little bit explain that?
sure, sure. See, everybody thinks they have a right to give feedback. First of all, what if
Yes.
they don't have to? Does anyone like feedback? Actually, no one likes feedback. And why people give feedback without asking is a whole mystery. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine. That's point. But most people think they care about you. They think like I want this person to get better because I truly care about them. And they've already seen the flaw in them. I can't do it. Maybe this person at least can do it. So they're trying to give you feedback. Now, when someone gives you any feedback, let us go to the point of, okay, this person cares about me. They're taking 5 minutes of their time to explain something to me.
Mhm.
So that's something we can be grateful for. Otherwise, it's not necessary for anyone to give feedback. So rather than looking at they don't like me or they're judging me, they are trying to give me some information. It's just information. And that feedback will come only because you have judged yourself. Somewhere you felt. So that day I was wearing an orange colored, I was wearing some orange colored dress and I felt maybe I'm looking extremely orange. And someone called me and said, you're like too bright, too orange. It's all because, and that's not, it's not a big deal at all, but it's all because somewhere we have invited that. So what if one, we can be grateful that they're taking their time to tell you something. Two, which point of view in me created it? I will destroy and uncreate it all. Three, if it really applies, if they say, if you put your hair like this, maybe you look better. If you really think it applies, give it a shot. You will get better with it. But if it doesn't apply to you, don't take it. The problem is when someone says something, we take it to heart and then we're like, I'm wrong. I surely did something wrong. I have to correct the mistake. It's not about correcting the mistake. It's about, will that make me better? Then I will take it. Otherwise, I let it go. Because there's nothing right or wrong, and we've not made a mistake. So what we are not wrong. You're not a wrongness. None of us are a wrongness. But since a kid, we've been taught that you're wrong. You're wrong about this, you're wrong about that. So even if someone genuinely tells you something good, like, why don't you do this? It will make you look better. We still take it as, I did something wrong. So the way we take feedback is has to start changing. And the first thing we can do is appreciate that someone is taking out their time, and then look at ourselves. Okay, what can I be to change this? Not what is wrong about me. What mistake did I make? What can I be to change this? Do I even have to change it? So it's some things, right? If let's say you like buttermilk, and let's say you love drinking buttermilk, if someone comes and tells you, don't drink buttermilk, it's not good for your health, it doesn't even register, does it? It doesn't even register.
Yes.
I'm not going to stop that. I don't care about it. And there are many things, because we are clear about ourselves. So if there is something that registers and upsets you, you're not yet clear about how you should be in that situation. How much more clarity can I get here? And everything that does not allow you to maybe perceive and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, head back, talk, all nine thoughts, boys and girls. And people don't know how to have conversations. They think the judgment is a way of having conversations. Everything
Correct.
that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, what, for, all nine choice, poisonous. Sometimes they have to tell you something, so they will come and say something about the neighbor. They don't know what to talk. Like for me, people don't know. Sometimes they don't know what they have to talk. So they'll start gossiping about. Did you hear this? Did you hear that? And I'm like, I didn't hear it, and I don't want to hear it. It has nothing to do with me. And it's all energetic. I don't even have to open my mouth and tell them I don't want to hear it. Then they will just stop. Everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, but all nine shots, boys and girls. So how can we let go of self-judgment? Now, when the external environment is giving you judgment, that is when you have to love yourself even more. Be kinder to yourself even more to change that. That is not the time to go and judge yourself. When someone else judges you, you have to be even more kinder to yourself to change it. Do not go down with the energy of judgment. And it's very interesting, like one judgment from someone you value can bring your whole day down, can damage a lot that you've done. So what can you do?
Even months, not even a day, even months, it destroys.
Yeah. So why do you give it more significance? Then it's a thought of the other person which has come because I thought of it sometime. So everything
I
that
100%, yeah. When I resonate with what they are judging and I'm also doing the same thing, it affects me much more.
And everywhere
Correct.
we bought judgment as a way of making ourselves better. Criticizing myself or criticizing others is a way of making my life better. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all nine shots, poisonous. Everywhere we've bought the judgment of criticizing my body will somehow make my body better. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pork, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Your body does not like the criticized energy. It cannot. It will not tell you to stop, but it's not kind to your body at all. So let's be kind to our own selves, right? Let's allow our body to be nurtured, and any sort of judgment will does not nurture the body. It actually harms the body. Any judgment, whether you judge yourself, whether you judge others, whether you buy someone else's point of view about how they judge you, whether you get upset. So what can all of us be or do different today to go beyond judgment and allow ourselves to be nurtured with all the kindness that is available in the planet that somehow seems to have been disappeared. Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What if enough of us choose to be kind? There will be more kindness in the planet. And then we don't have to worry about things because everyone is like kind, everyone is like nurturing. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyond. Uncle, are you clear now?
Yes, Vita.
Okay, how does
Thank
it
you, Vita.
get better? Yes, Sagri?
Yeah. When you say, when you hear a judgment about yourself, be kind. How exactly does one do that? I'm not able to.
Okay. There's a new tool in Axis. I think none of you would have heard of it or ever used it. It's called interesting point of view. I have this point of view.
Okay, thank you.
It's the oldest one.
It's like hot off the, like it came only like today morning. Yes, so you might have never heard of it.
Yeah, never.
So when someone says you're not looking good, this is not working, interesting point of view, they have this point of view. Interesting point of view, they have this point of view. And if you don't get triggered, it's like, have you guys heard this? Like, take it in one year, leave it in the other year. That's also fine. Someone says something, okay, they said it, big deal. That's it. If you're getting upset by it, you have to start using interesting point of view. They have this point of view. Allowance is kindness to yourself. Allowance is what does not make a lie real. Why should I be in allowance of what they say? Now, allowance is I don't judge them for making this statement, neither do I buy what they say and judge myself. It is neither this polarity or that polarity. Otherwise, what happens is you don't like them, you have to judge them for the comments made, or you have to judge yourself. If they are right, you're wrong. If you are right, they are wrong. What if neither of you is right or wrong? It is just their perspective. That's how they can think. This is how you can think. So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, hot pork, all nine shots, boys and beyond. And one of the awarenesses that um, I think you guys may know it, but if you don't know, something that can set you free is the other person will not think like you. Just because you like something does not mean the other people will like it. Just because even colors, right? Like some people like orange, some people like blue. We all have different tastes, different opinions. So why is it if blue? No, what is my favorite color? I forgot. What if something is my favorite color? Why should it be the favorite color for the other person? If this is what I like, why should the other person even like it? We're all different that way. So they will look at you from their lens, from their point of view, and that is how they will look at you. But if you stop looking at anyone from any other point of view you have, or with no point of view, then it will be very different. You can conserve energy. How many of you have seen lions? They do nothing. They just keep lying down. Nishant sir, give me 1 minute. I'll come to you. Lions lying down, and they're just lying down. How many of you have seen birds when they fly? They flap their wings once or twice. After that, the wings are like chilled. They all conserve energy. Human beings are the ones who like keep talking and judging and then waste your energy. So what if judgment is truly a waste of energy? So everything that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, hot pork, all nine shots, boys and girls. If you conserve energy, what happens? You'll get younger, your body will be healthier. So when you don't think that much, thinking is also using energy. In case you guys don't know, it's not physical work. It's not that I move, I exercise, then I'm doing wasting a lot of energy. So let me not do any movement, but I will think. Thinking is waste of energy. Overthinking uses a lot of energy. Movement actually gives you more energy when you exercise, when you without over exercising, when you do something that is like relevant to your body, the amount of movement your body would like, it actually gives you more energy. So everywhere you've confused about how you should conserve your energy, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Yes, Nishant. Yes, Nishant, sir, you can ask your question.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Nithya. Yeah, thank you. So, one of the points that you mentioned about the judgment, and I remember I watched this video of Gary multiple times that the year when you accept a judgment, you earn $10,000 more that year.
Yeah.
And I realized that somewhere on the surface, I feel that no, I'm okay. I feel at a superficial level that I'm not getting impacted, but somewhere deep down it stays actually for long. And that I have realized that is leading to somewhere some comparison. And that comparison leads to, okay, I'm probably not putting all the effort that I should. I'm not doing everything that is required to be done. And when I look at people, a lot of people, I feel that I could be more happy. I could be happier than what I am. but there is a deep down, there is some amount of sadness which is there. I'm not able to decode that or figure out what it is, but the persistence of that sadness is something that that sucks away the entire energy.
Okay, so truth, is that sadness really yours? Who does it belong to? Right, wrong, good, bad, what, POC, all names. Whoever it belongs to before you bought it and made it yours, will you now return it back to them with consciousness attached? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shots, poison, beyonds. Okay. So first, it's not even yours. That's why it doesn't go. If it's not yours, how much ever you work on it, it doesn't go. So let's just use who does it belong to like crazy, because we pick up 99% of the problems are not ours. Then it will take time, so it's okay. So if I have bought a judgment when I was 5 years old, it's not that immediately today it will go. So let me give the willingness to allow it to change. If it takes 1 day, it's fine. If it takes 2 days, it's fine. If the crap shows up again tomorrow, okay, it showed up today, let me clear it. Do not get into more judgment. I'm judging again. I've done the same thing again. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisonous. And everywhere, all of us has decided getting money is not so easy. So I require some validation of the point of view that if I'm happy, I will get money. And I cannot believe it. So I will not choose joy and ease. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisonous. It works. Don't try to understand it. Live it.
Yeah,
Be happy.
I got it.
Be an interesting point of view, and then you will see it. Otherwise, no one can explain to you how will it work, what will it work. You have to experience it. And every time I'm more happier, somewhere more money starts showing up. Because at least when you don't buy judgment, your body is more healthier and you can live more days. That's worth everything, right? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poisonous. If not, please go and clear your points of view about living itself. We're all born to live.
Yeah, I got it, and I you probably read my mind actually, because
Thank you.
that is where exactly where it was leading to. That okay, what is said is the belief is that you got to be happy, so that then only you'll receive. Your receiving will start. And I felt that somewhere deep down I'm not happy, and that's why things probably are not working the way I want them to work.
Okay, so have you
And
how gloriously have you created not receiving for yourself? Everything that is
yes,
joy and created. Right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine shots, boys and beyonds.
thank
So,
you, thank you so much.
you're
Thank you
welcome.
so
So everything in access does work. So Gary says happiness, money comes when you are in allowance. It does work. If it doesn't, it's because there's some underlying contradicting. There's a contradicting point of view or an underlying point of view that's opposite to it. So he's like, I'm still sad. Happiness is the only thing that give me money. Because I'm sad, I won't get it.
much.
Or you've decided I can never be happy. Or your parents told you, be serious. If you're happy, you won't get money. So when we know happiness brings money, there's also a point of view that if you're happy, you won't get money. So the underlying point of view. So if you're not sure how to change this, what is the underlying point of view that I'm not aware of, that I can let go to change this? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison, beyonds. Because all the tools work. If they don't work, some point of view has to change. Krishna, what's your question?
Yeah, so I do experience some from time to time. There are family which, like not immediate family, but some distant relative is a little too curious about what's going on, and I don't know how to turn them off.
You want to turn them off?
Like they in the sense that they're probing too much into my life, like from around and about.
Okay, interesting point of view. Why are you getting triggered if they probe? So everything that brought up and
Be-
destroyed and created.
Because they even ask about who I'm friends with. If I'm seen having coffee with someone, they go on their own, find out about that friend's family background, this, that, everything, which is a bit much.
Okay, what invention am I using to attract people who are so jobless that all their focus is on me in my life? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong?
Yes.
It's okay. Did you ask for fame? This is one way of getting fame. If you want to become really famous, people will probe into everything they do. So will you receive the fame and say, oh wow, these people are looking at me, these people are probing at me, or will you go like, why are they doing this? Everything that brought it under down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sometimes we need people who are good when they need you, and suddenly their self awakens, and then you are nobody to them. Right? Pratibha, you have to actually, when you look at the universe and the expansiveness of it, even one grain of dust, you have to be even more humble than one grain of dust. That's what I think Gandhi said somewhere. Yeah, that's what I heard. So, at the vast of the universe, maybe you are nothing, but to you, aren't you everything? And if you're everything to yourself, what does it matter whether you're a nobody to someone or somebody to someone? So everything
So
that brought up and let down, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right,
I
wrong?
want to know what shall be our reaction to that then?
Sorry?
Because then what shall be our reaction to them? Because their way of talking
Why
changes,
should you even react?
their way of looking at you changes. So that comes in notice to you. Yeah, person is changed.
No, I didn't get your question. I'm so sorry. What are you asking?
No, you are saying na, ki like if I see to the universe, I can see ki I am like the whole universe is me. But what I asked, when those people, you are nothing to them then. When their self, ego, or whatever it is awakens, they come to know how I am something also. Okay. So then what shall be our reaction towards them? Because we will be keep on having interaction with them because our job is
Yeah,
like that.
is it your life or their life?
Hanji?
Is it your life?
Yeah.
It's not their life, right? What does it matter? You just live. You be more happy. The best reaction to anyone is you get more happier. If someone judges you, you are like, oh my god, thank you so much, and become more happier. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Because that's it. If someone is judging you, you have to love yourself more. That's all. Nothing else. If someone is judging you and you feel, you have to love yourself more. If you don't feel, amazing. Why should I feel for what that other person thinks? Why should I waste my energy? Feelings consume energy. Thoughts consume energy. Emotions consume energy. So would you be smart like the animals who like chilled all the time? So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, block, all
Or,
that.
or it can be like, I am so important to them that they are judging me.
I'm
Wow.
important. They're judging
You
me.
know?
If they're so jobless, they're judging me. How does it get better? How can I entertain them even more? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. Someone else had a question. Did someone raise their hand whom I missed? So please unmute. I forgot the name. Was it
To
Neeta?
ask Nithya, how are you?
Hi, Usha. I'm good.
You are radiating.
Thank you.
Okay, Nithya, my question is how to, to be in a question 24/7.
You have to say, what can I be to live as a question? Everything and no thinking. Thinking is the opposite. Conclusions are the opposite of question. So, and an interesting point of view. So, use all the tools. I wonder how I can live as a question to invite more possibility into my life all the time. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you not destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. Neeta, did you have a question? Neeta Shrivastava.
I have a question, Nithya.
Yes, ma'am.
How can we talk to our kids like when we are judging them, like when we say, right, that this is not good, you do this, instead of saying that, uh, what, how do we talk to them so there is no judgment and we can convey our message to them?
You can ask, what can I say here that will create the most? You can tell them, is this the best choice that you would like to choose? Instead of telling them, do this, do that. What would you like to choose here?
If
And
we wish to say, because uh, many things they do, they which we don't like, right? Uh, and
okay, are you
okay,
asking
conscious
right for them? I
parent.
won't say right for them. No, there's a book
So
called Conscious.
most of the times we say that this is not good and this is not good. So instead of judging,
Yeah, so interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Before you talk to the kid, If you feel this is not good, interesting point of view, I have a point of view.
Hmm.
Do allowance, and then you talk to them.
Okay.
Okay? There's a book also called Conscious Kids, Conscious Parents. They have a lot of questions on how to handle kids.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Anita, did you have a question?
No, thank you, Nithya. I was listening to it very carefully.
Okay.
And I resonate so much with all these things that I really felt like they were my questions being asked directly to you.
No questions being asked. How does it get better? Right, wrong, good, bad, for online just. I went to a close wedding. I'm reading, guys. This I'm not saying this, just to clarify. I went to a close wedding, and the ceremony which I was supposed to be involved in by rituals, I was not included. I felt very bad. Can you please share something on this? What do you want me to share? I don't know. Don't go to any more weddings, right? Wrong, good, bad, POD, all right, husband. So everywhere you're excluding yourself from your own life. Now destroy my favorite.
Okay.
Right, good, bad, POD, all right, what's poisonous. Weddings are actually a lot of energy. Like whenever I go to any relative function, it's like how much energy you have to put in a pot and pock, right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all nine shots, poisonous. So what can I be? Everywhere I'm excluding myself and separating from myself in my own life. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all nine shots, boys and beyonds.
What came up when you just said don't go to the wedding is just don't do what you don't like to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't like something, you force yourself to do it because someone else wants you to do it, and then you're just feeling so bad about it. Rather be happy in your own space, I feel sometimes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD. I was making a joke because you had said, can you please share something? So I wanted to say something.
I know, but I just that thing came to my mind the moment you cracked the joke.
Yeah. So, no, the person is typing to me that it was a closed wedding. So I just want to clarify I was making a joke. But only if you reject yourself, anyone else will reject you. And if they don't call you to do rituals in wedding, you're like, wow, my energy is like saved. How I can sit down and relax. Otherwise, yeah, I think taking photos itself takes out a lot of your energy. Anyway, right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. I would rather enjoy like, how can I be so hidden? Okay, POD and POC. How can I be so seen that people invite me and call me in my to do rituals in the wedding? Everything that is will be right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shots, boys, beyonds. That was for you who asked the question. For me, it is like, how can I be so hidden so no one ever calls me for anything? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shots, boys, beyonds. Depends on what you would have.
Nithya, I have a question.
Yes, Kanika.
Nithya, there's a pattern of rejection. I feel very rejected when I'm amongst, I think I asked this question like a couple of times earlier too in your calls of, that feeling of being rejected amongst women, especially, not necessarily men, but women in the household, like co-sisters, sister-in-law. It's like, there's a lot of this energy. I'm like really trying to work on myself, but it keeps popping up. So what is it? It's like a trifold, or is it something that I like it? I mean, I really don't know. I mean, it's like rejected even in a restaurant if you're sitting together, feeling rejected when you're going out for shopping, feeling rejected when you're sitting having a good conversation, and so there is a feeling of rejection. So what is it that I am doing to myself that creates all of these?
Okay, so truth, is it really yours?
It is because I can see other people. I know you would ask, okay, is it mine? But I feel it's really mine because I see other three,
So
four
do you
women all
feel it's
mingling
yours or
together.
is it yours? If you
Pardon
feel
me?
it's yours, do you feel it's yours or is it truly yours? Because if you feel it's yours, it becomes yours. Okay?
Okay, so
Before you said the word feel, truth, the first time it happened, was it truly yours?
I want to say yes.
Okay, but is the answer no or do you?
It's yes.
Okay.
I know what space you're coming from, Nithya, but there is an element of rejection. Like yesterday, we went out to a restaurant last night. Again, that same thing
Kanika, how old are
came
you
up.
being? Who are you being?
Ah,
How old are you being?
17-year-old, I guess.
Yeah, so that's what you need to work on. Everywhere I rejected myself or bought someone's rejection at the age of 17, will you now destroy and create one? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine shots.
Yes.
and more self-love.
Where am I rejecting myself?
No one else can reject you except yourself. So what does it matter if in the restaurant if they come late or not, or if they call you for a wedding ritual or not? What does it matter?
No, they're not. It's not that they're not calling me. Obviously, I have to be a part of everything because they do. But amongst the company, maybe it's just that the conversation isn't for me, or there's something that kind of just puts me off at times, and or maybe I'm separating from them. Just you know,
Are you looking for them to validate you?
at times, yes.
Okay. So if you look for validation, you can only be invalidated and rejected.
But then if you do put suggestions and there is no yes and no answer for anything, then what do you do in that case? Just keep your mouth shut.
Don't tell me. That happens to me every day. Right, wrong, good, bad, for call, nine shots. But it's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
Hear my suggestions, but I don't reject myself. Okay, what can I do different? Choose different. What can I do different so that I'm more heard? Everything that does not allow that will you destroy and uncreate it. Right,
Mm.
wrong, good, bad, for call, nine shots, boys and beyonds. And do not force anyone to choose anything. So what if you put your suggestion and you honor them when they're not listening, when they don't want to take it? And you're like, okay, I'm okay with their choice.
Yeah.
Isn't that true honoring? Right, wrong, good.
Yes.
But
And
what,
it's funny, with family, it's there, and with friends and with people who are into the healing community, it's nothing of that sort. In the sense, there's so much laughter, there's so much fun, there's so much creation going on here. There's only put down. So at times I do feel, what Gary says, family is like fucked up and mainly interested in limiting you, and that is what goes on when I'm with them. So yeah,
are you creating more of that?
I am. I
Point
am absolutely.
of view. So let's choose easier. Like if you have happiness with family, life is much more easier, is it not? So why do I have to take anything that family says serious? What can I be to be in more allowance of myself and them? And we have to learn whatever anyone says or does, you will not reject yourself. And if I do feel interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Everywhere I'm rejecting myself, I now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. How many feelings am I using to create so much rejection in my life? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. We are all of us are a greatness. So acknowledge the greatness. You cannot validate it, and you cannot have anyone else validate it for you. You have to know who you are. And
Yes.
yeah, everything you're doing is for self love, right? Everything you do is so that people will like you better. So why don't you like yourself? Right, wrong, good, bad.
Yeah.
Nine shots, boys and girls. So you might want to run that 17-year-old statement, Kanika, and get it over it.
Mm.
It's not you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Nithya. Thank you.
Poonam, you have a question?
Yes, Nitya. Actually, my daughter's wedding is fixed. जब से हमने उनको जैसे बता दिया कि हमको ये
No,
खर्च
you're the
करना
one
है
who said in the last call I can't talk to her. Was that you or someone else?
Yes, what?
No, someone told me in one call that I can't talk to my daughter about the wedding.
No. This is no, not me.
Okay, I thought it was already done so fast. Okay.
तो अभी जैसे जो लड़के वाले हैं उन्होंने हमको बता दिया कि हमको क्या क्या करना है और हम विद इन आवर बजट एब्सोल्युटली। तो उसके बाद से ना जैसे एक कांस्टेंट वो चल रहा है कि व्हाट दे आर गोइंग टू डू।
Okay, pardon pop the thinking. How much fun can we have with the wedding? What can I be so the wedding is even better? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc. All nine shots, boys and beyonds.
बहुत एनर्जी जाता है इसके अंदर ये सोच सोच कर कि वो हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन को पूरा कर पाएंगे या नहीं, क्योंकि थोड़ा सा कल्चरल डिफरेंस है। तो कभी कभी लगता है कि हम बता दें उनको कि जैसा उन्होंने हमको बताया कि ऐसा होना चाहिए ऐसा हम भी बता सकते हैं कि ऐसा होना चाहिए। तो वो मैं डिसाइड नहीं कर पाती हूँ कि ये करना चाहिए या नहीं, कि बताएं या नहीं ऐसा।
What will this choice create for me? First ask that. And if it feels light, you can say, otherwise don't say.
What
will this choice create for me?
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
Usha? Last question, guys. Time is up.
I want to ask for an increment for at my workplace. So I mean, the moment I approach to the principal, she just ignore, and then how to approach to talk to that person like that.
Were you afraid you'll get rejected before you talk to her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you created that. So what can I be or do different to approach and negotiate with ease? Everything that does not allow that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison.
And then the teacher's license also she has not given. She has promised me already since last year. But till now it is, they say it's under the process depending on the government of education. But it is not being processed, it is being held by them. So how to make that is approved by the government? I mean to say that I am in my mind I say flow energy, but it is how to get the process done. I mean to say.
You're already thinking it won't happen, and everything, all the statements you made right now, if you listen to all the
Oh.
statements, they will happen. So don't use but, just say, universe, show me how to make this happen. Okay, and whenever you have any point of view that it's hard or it's not happening, I can't make it happen, interesting point of view, I have this point. Interesting point of view. With how much ease can I get back the license? Everything that does not allow that, will you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, not talk, all in first, okay, guys, I think we're over time. So thank you, everyone. And some of you had asked for a book reading. So in case you didn't see, we're starting it today. Anyone wants to join the reading of my book, please message. Okay, thank you.
The book reading
Thank you, Nithya.
is 30% or full book read there?
Oh, it's my book, full book.
Oh, full book. Okay.
It's my book, yeah.
That is access also or
It is not access. It's a book that I have written, which is about self-love and earth. It has little access components, but it's not an access consciousness book.
When is it, Nithya?
We start at 6:30 today, 6:30 to 7:30 from today to the next 5 days. It's called a
Wow.
Okay?
Sorry.
My book is called A Place Called Home. Yeah, so all of you have my number. Please message me if you'd like to join. I'll give you more details. Okay, thank you.
Nithya, you'll write more books?
Yeah, that's the plan.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah, that's the plan. I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nithya.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nithya. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nithya. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Nithya. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.